Welcome to the Buckeye Roast. Man, it's been a long week. I don't even have the energy to do an intro, but fuck Notre Dame. We are here. Tomorrow is game day. I'm joined by Chris Drew of Menace to Sports. Big shout out to Chris for filling in for Q all week here on the Buckeye Roast. Man, Chris, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. It's Friday, it's the morning time. We got Notre Dame tomorrow. We finna beat that ass, and I'm just happy to be here.
Absolutely. Me and Chris were sitting here in the pregame show like, man, I don't know why I feel so beat up this morning. I'm so tired. He's like, man, it's because we did a space last night. That shit's like going to the club. Boys just be so fucking rowdy.
That shit is like going to the club, bro.
Man, that was crazy, man. Michael popped out for the longest, man. We've been beefing with Michael on the timeline for a year and a half now. I've never heard
nigga's
this
name. That nigga's name is Michael.
Yeah, his name is Michael. I have not heard him. I have not heard this man's voice. Some of you guys may have seen him in the chat. The crazed Notre Dame fan that has been beefing with us for over a year. We have not fried his ass. We have let him live for all this time, and he popped up in the best damn space last night, and man, did he have a lot to say.
So he had to get met with some hibachi.
Absolutely, bro. It was crazy in there. But man, the only person that could possibly get more cooked than Michael last night in the space is Q for these bold predictions last week, man. I don't know what bro be thinking. I'm hoping Chris can do better than him, but man, I'm feeling like a fucking champion after going through and looking at some of these. So we talked, if you missed it yesterday and you want to see a breakdown about why Ohio State is about to win tomorrow, make sure you tap in on the Bleacher Report app. Me and Chris Drew were live yesterday in there. Man, the Notre Dame fans were not feeling our takes. I'm over there getting cooked right now, bro. I feel like Adrian Bronner. It's bad, bro.
I'm getting cooked. Hey, bro, they were tight, bro, because they said we said they didn't have a good offensive line, and then they kept referencing Joe Alt, who I called a top 5 pick. Again, it's like receiving cores, bro. If I'm like, dang, like the Vikings have a good receiving core, and someone's like, well, name all of the receivers. And it's like Justin Jefferson. It's like, no, they don't have a great receiving core. They have a great receiver.
Exactly, bro. People forget that offensive line is a unit, and you could have a top 5 pick at tackle out there on the edge, but like you're not a solid unit. If you watch that film breakdown, I've never seen our boy Rocco, man. I'm gonna have to send him a candygram or something after the game, bro. Because we've been cooking bro for days, but man, he was food on film, and I think Mike Hall is going to have his way with him on Saturday. We got a super chat already from our guy Alpha Male. Start the day with a huge cup of fuck ND and JJ and T-Ton. Cheers to that. I don't have a drink, but just over here dehydrated.
So bad.
Big shout out to
last night. Now he's dehydrated.
Big shout out to our guy Alpha Male, and also, as always, shout out to our guy Savion, the first person in the chat this morning. But we got a little bit of a late start, and your boy got to get to work here in an hour. So let's jump right into these bold predictions, Chris. I'm excited to get your instant reaction because you've seen some of Q's awful picks because they were in the top of the outline, but you have not seen all of them. So I want to go through some of these. I have the Ohio State box score from last week open, so just so we don't get any of these wrong. But I think you're going to get a good laugh at how bad some of these Q predictions were. So we're going to start off with my 1-pointers, and you have the outline in front of you, right, Chris?
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll go back and forth. I'm gonna read a 1-pointer, and then you read one of Q's 1-pointers, and then we'll go through and see how we held up last week. Let me grab this box score. So my first bold prediction was Kyle McCord goes for over 300 yards. Point for your boy. Like, that one was easy to see coming. We knew Ryan Day was going to open up the offense. Not quite sure if that was bold enough. Kyle had not went over 275 at that point when I made the prediction. So I was like, I think 3 is stretching it enough. And Kyle went for 318 and 3 touchdowns last week against Western Kentucky. So that is a point for your boy.
No, that's a good one. And then I see Q had a tight end touchdown catch.
And I'm reviewing the box score, but if I remember correctly, there is a goose egg there for Cade Stover, and G. Scott also had a goose egg, so that is not a point for Q. My next one, I have Emeka will lead the team in receiving yards, and I'm almost positive that was incorrect. Emeka only had 4 catches for 57 yards, while Marvin Harrison Jr. had 126 yards. I thought that they were trying to get it. I feel like we have an Emeka Ibuka game brewing. I don't know if it'll be this week, but I feel like they have a game set up for him.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, but I also think that there is a sense in the Woody that they're trying to win Marvin Biletnikoff, so they're going to do whatever they can to get him the rock, and whatever Emeka gets in game flow. But that ball's going Marv's way, bro.
Absolutely.
All right, what's Q got?
What's Q got here?
Q had a Joe Royer catch. I do not think Joe Royer recorded a catch.
Joe Royer did not have a catch. We're going to breeze through these 1-pointers real quick. I'm going to read my next 4, and then you can clean up Q's before we get into some of these more bolder predictions. I have G. Scott over 49.5 yards. We know he did not get that done. I had third down conversions are above 50%. I don't have that off the top of my head, but I'm almost positive they were over 50% yesterday. But I won't even give myself the point because I don't have that off the top of my head. JTT gets his first sack. No sacks for JTT on Saturday. And then I also had, as my last one, Josh Simmons, no penalties. And if anyone remembers like I do, he absolutely had a penalty on Saturday because I was ready to throw my remote through the TV. So I only got 1 point from the 1-pointers. Go ahead and let's see if Q got any more points out of his 1-pointers.
He said Ohio State will be under 36 points? Or I don't know. I don't quite understand how he typed that out there.
OSU greater than 36 points.
Greater than 36 points. No, you're right. Okay, so that was a hit. Sonny Styles, 5+ tackles, definitely not a hit. Carnell Tate, 20+ yard catch, that hit. Kyle over 2.5 touchdowns total. I believe that hit, right?
Yes, sir.
Didn't he have 3? That's perfect. Can I do the 2-pointers too?
Yeah, 1 second. Let me check that Carnell. How long was Carnell's touchdown?
I mean, it was definitely at least a 30-yarder. Oh, Michael, Dallas Fanatics fan is in
it. Was his long was 28. So
yeah, it was a dot 2 from Dev.
Absolutely,
Dev put that bitch on him. Ha. Said Granddad.
So
Granddad had that incident on the rocks last night, and he's up early.
I'm not sure how he made it back. Let's see. The real test will he be here on Sunday?
Yeah, he won't be. He won't be. He will not be up on Sunday. I can guarantee you that.
So what did Q have as the 2-pointer? So how many points did Q have coming out of the 1-pointers?
I think 1, 2, 3. If Kyle had over 3 touchdowns.
And I have 1. If anyone in the chat wants to let me know if Ohio State had over 50% on third down conversions, you would be a godsend. Because it's looking like Kyle the score might get a little.
Kyle threw
3 touchdowns.
Okay, yes, perfect. So Q nailed it with that one. Wow, Q was cooking.
He's up 3-1, potentially 3-2.
3-1. Calling the Golden State Warriors. Because this next one I think is rough. He got Trey over 100 yards. Did Trey didn't go over 100, did he?
He did not. He had 88, I believe.
He had G. Scott 4+ catches. I don't think that
absolutely
hit.
Fucking not.
He had JT and Jack Sawyer with a sack. No.
Yeesh, did not happen.
And then he had Dallin Hayden over 10 rushing yards.
Bro didn't even get a carry. Those fucking picks were terrible.
Yeah,
Terrible, bro.
That's
he needs to get away from these Dallin Hayden and Joe Royer picks, bro. They're fucking killing him.
Yeah, bro. I don't know what I love Joe Royer, but I need Joe Royer to play, bro. Shit breaks my heart.
So on to my 2-pointers, bro. I feel like LeBron, bro. Kyle throws for 4 touchdowns. He only had 3. But on this next one I had Carnell Tate has a touchdown. We knew it was only a matter of time. We heard how much they talked about him coming out of camp. We knew that they were going to want to get him the ball. And we saw Devin Brown dot him up for a 28-yard touchdown on Saturday. So I am up to 3 points. The next one I had, the Buckeyes will have 2 turnovers. I don't know about you guys. We'll have to check with the judges. But, I mean, we had 4. So should I get 4 points for that?
Man, chill out.
I'm just saying. And then for my last one, I had Sonny Styles has a sack, which did not happen. So we are up to, I have 5, maybe 6. And then I think Q has 3 right now?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go on to my final 3-pointer. I had 2 interceptions by the defense. And I believe we had, 3 forced fumbles, just 1 interception, correct?
I think so. Yep.
Intercept.
Pick 6.
How dare I? I forgot Jermaine Matthews' pick. I'm sitting over here thinking about just Still Chambers. We did have 2 interceptions.
Yeah, 2 picks, and the one was a pick 6.
So your boy.
That
was Q. Bro. That was Q. That's a 3-pointer for Q.
Q hit a 3-pointer.
Yeah, I'm over here reading the notes wrong.
Yeah, this nigga
2 interceptions by the defense. So that's what? That's what, 6 for Q.
Yeah, 6 for Q.
And he had 5 sacks by the defense. We definitely didn't hit that, but Q got 6 points. I'm just over here looking at my 3-pointers. I thought I had a dub here, and I might only have a fucking push. If I'm lucky, bro, I'm gonna be in my stats after the game. I might have to go through the entire game log and calculate third down percentage myself just so I don't take this L today, because my 3-pointers were Josh Proctor forces a turnover. That did not happen. And Jack Sawyer with a strip sack. That didn't happen. So we're going to have to go to the judge's scorecard because Q is currently leading 6-5, and I absolutely can't take this L because I was looking at his predictions during the game, and I must have checked at halftime because I was texting him like, bro, I'm about to cook your ass in these fucking bold predictions again. And now, bro, I got comfortable. Mm-hmm. I thought I had a victory in the bag. I thought I had 2 victories, a bold prediction victory and a victory on the field. And it looks like I might have just got packed up by Q, bro. So I need all of you, all 55 of you, right after you smash that like button, I'm going to need y'all to agree that we're going to lie to Q and tell him he lost anyways when he comes back to the show.
They said 5 of 10 on third down, so exactly 50%.
Let's fucking go! Did I say over 50%?
I don't know.
What was the wording? What was the wording? Can I get a push? Can I at least get a push?
Third down conversions are above 50%. So.
No! No! I fucking quit.
All of my bull positions.
Oh my God. Is Q in here? No, he's probably fucking sleeping down in Arizona. Oh, no. Actually, I know exactly where Q is. Q is getting ready for his first day at work. So I need everybody to drop a good luck for Q in the chat. Q is starting a new job today. Everybody who watches the show knows that he recently moved from Virginia to Arizona. So big shout out to Q on starting his new opportunity. And he will be back in here on Monday before work. So, man, I talked all that shit in the pregame show, bro. I thought I was coming in here. Congratulations, you played yourself. Bro, I was looking at this fucking thing all morning, and I'm like, bro, got a dub. About to come in here and flex on Q. Man. Yeah, Des said it right here. Q starting his first day of work. I should probably put his phone number in the chat right now so everybody could text him good morning and good luck.
That would be crazy. Good luck,
I think he'll
Q.
appreciate just seeing you guys in the chat when he rewatches the show back. So big shout out to Q and good luck on your first day of work, bro. We got a shout out from the star of the show last night, the man himself. Buckeyes come home in body bags on Saturday night. Michael Dallas fan. I'm
Am I
sure
doing
you
it
guys
right?
have seen him in the chat here. Yeah. If you don't, he has his index finger up in this profile picture, but if you catch him on Twitter, he has his thumb up. So if you don't recognize him, that is him on Twitter. 25% face, 75% thumb. Keep an eye out for him on the timeline.
A real
So
demon.
I think we've done 2 episodes of the bold predictions. I think we started that during week 2, and I think we're 1-1, man. I thought I was going to run away with a championship trophy. I already had the trophy made for the bold prediction segment because it means so much to us around here. But man, it looks like I'm going to be in a dogfight for the rest of the year. So maybe I can get a dub against Chris Drew today. So let's just jump into ours for this week, Chris. Let me know some of your 1-pointers for the week.
Bro, I don't know if my shit is bold enough after reading cues. So I got a 1-pointer as Chip will catch his first pass of the year.
I mean, it's been 3 games through the season yet, and he still hasn't caught one. So I would say that's pretty bold.
Yeah, I think he's going to catch one. I think Trey's going to go over a 66-yard rushing prop. That's what Vegas has him set at. I have Benjamin Morrison.
No. We're gonna have to raise that because
You got to raise that.
Bro, I have as a 1-pointer in mind that Trey rushes for 100 yards. So
100 is crazy.
Yeah, well, fuck Vegas, bro. They ain't watched, bro. So,
well, I mean,
so if I got him at 100 yards, bro, I ain't letting you get off a 66-yard prop.
How about we do 89? Fine,
no,
fuck it, 100.
So you're gonna have to go 105 if you want me to change my prop.
What?
Or pick a new one.
All right,
what are you talking about, bro? I have him at 100 yards, and if you want to keep a Trey rushing prop, you're gonna have to go higher than me.
Man, why? I'm the guest. You got to go higher than me.
No, nigga, I was first. You're the one that went in here and was like, you know what? Vegas said 66 yards, so I'm gonna come in with this weak ass prediction.
All right, bro. Let's see. Trey. Damn, I'm gonna run out of touchdown passes.
50 yards receiving?
No, fuck no. I was thinking like 15 yards receiving.
Straight. What's a long touchdown? I'm gonna need yards on that. I completely forget that like you guys can't see this. I'm sitting here like eagerly watching Chris Drew type in what his prediction is on the show notes. I'm like, oh, where are you going with that one?
All right. So I got Trey scoring on a
50-yard touchdown. Wow, 50 yards, bro.
15.
Oh, 15.
15 or more. A 15-yarder, 15-yarder Rooski.
Damn, bro. How many points you got the Buckeyes scoring?
That's what I'm saying. I'm running out of real estate. Damn.
All right. So let me hear some of your other ones.
I got Benjamin Morrison with 2 pass deflections, 2 or more.
I'll let that ride.
All right. I got McCord has 20 rushing yards or more.
Ooh, Vanilla Vic. Is he coming for the title?
Hey, diddle, McCord up the middle, nigga.
I can't wait to hear that one on the call.
I got Sam Hartman will have negative rushing yards.
Ooh, do you know something about his injury?
I know that nigga's knee might not be good. And then I got Sonny Styles with 1 tackle for loss is my 1-pointer.
We've been big on the Sonny Style props. They haven't been coming through for us, but he has still been balling out. So hopefully Sonny can come through on the bold prediction segment and get someone a point. So obviously, I'll start with my first one that you guys already know since Chris Drew tried to sneak in here with a 66-yard prop for the number 1 rated running back in the country. So that was slick, but not today, bud. So I got Trey. Not today, pal. So Trey rushes for 100 yards. That's my first bold prediction. My second one, Kyle McCord throws for 3 touchdowns. I think Kyle comes out here. Ryan Day said that he's gonna let it rip, bro.
Ryan Day, his nickname is Lion Day. He's not gonna let this bitch rip.
And I swear, if we don't come out and put up at least 30 points against Notre Dame, the graphic for the Buckeye BS show on Sunday is going to be Lion Day with his face cropped on Pinocchio, because there's absolutely no way you can come out here, guarantee a win, say we're going to let it rip, and then either lose or have a low scoring game, bro. I want to see what let it rip means from Lion Day. I'm going to go with Ryan Day. I think he's serious. I think we're going to see Georgia screaming on the sidelines, Ryan Day, lots of energy, jumping around, getting the team hype type shit on Saturday. So I'm going with 300 yards or not 300 yards. I'm going with 3 touchdown passes from Kyle McCord.
I'm gonna need that Denny's menu to really be cooking. You feel me? Like I need that Denny's menu. I need him to be calling all the specials.
Exactly. So for the next one, I have Chip will double Mayan's rushing yards.
Well, that's fair. Mayan might have 4 rushing yards.
All right. Chip will double Mayan's carries.
Okay.
Is that more bold?
No, you can have either way. You can have either one.
I'll go with Chip doubles Mayan's carries. So that's what I'll go with, because I feel like that one's a little bit more bold, because if Chip is the more dynamic back, I think that he can bust a long run. So it won't be fair if Mayan has, 8 carries, 2 touchdowns, and 14 yards because he's getting goal line reps, and Chip has 1 long run. So I'm going to go with Chip will double Mayan's carries. Ohio State will have over 2.5 sacks. They have not done it in a single game yet this year. Notre Dame, according to their fans, have the best offensive line in the country. So I think 2.5 sacks is more than enough for a single point bold prediction. I have Sam Hartman with a fumble this Saturday.
Fumble-rooski.
And then this one, I know it's going to have Notre Dame fans on fire right now, but estimate under 80 yards.
The nation's leading rusher under 80.
How many yards did Saquon Barkley run for when he came to Columbus?
Man, it was like 40 something.
That's what I'm saying, bro. A lot of these big name backs that come in as the top rusher in the country, we've seen Michigan get sexual one or 2 times. Melvin Gordon go crazy?
No, he had like 17, and
that's what I'm saying. Like
he was a Heisman finalist.
We normally bottle guys up when they come in with huge rushing accolades, and I feel like we're going to see more of the same here on Saturday. So go ahead, Chris. Let the people know your 2 pointers, man.
My 2 pointers, I think, are pretty fire. The Cross kid from Notre Dame is going to have a sack. He's going to get after it. Chip scores the first touchdown of the game.
Sheesh, bro. You putting that in on FanDuel or MyBookie?
Yeah, I might put it on both.
Oh, shit.
I got Marv having 5 first half catches.
This nigga thinks that he's on the app right now, bro. This is a spreadsheet.
And then I got this nigga Kyle throwing an interception.
And a big thank you to Chris Drew for joining us this week on the Buckeye Roast. But I can't believe this man just predicted a Kyle McCord interception. The Buckeyes are about to come out here and fuck Notre Dame up. And it's supposed to be a good Friday, man. We got a light day on the work calendar. You know what I mean? We don't got no more Bleacher Report shows today. No extra shows. We finished the show, man. We're cooling the rest of the day. And Chris Drew's trying to ruin a motherfucker's day talking about interceptions from our quarterback. Boo this man expeditiously.
Nigga, fuck all you think you're talking about. I'm trying to make sure Q goes on a win streak.
Man, this fucking don't count for Q, bro.
Yes, it does.
No.
I did this for QP ski.
The bold predictions record is about to be 1-1-1 if you win.
Nigga,
I am not giving Q a win for this shit, bro.
I'm doing this for my brother, man.
So that means if this counts for Q, Q's agreement is when he loses, he shaves an eyebrow.
Oh, yeah. Yep. He agrees to that.
No. Are you going to shave your eyebrow if you lose for Q?
Nigga, my eyebrows are expensive.
Just lift that hat up a little bit. Let me see what those things are looking like.
My eyebrows are expensive. Niggas know that. The last going rate was like $500.
How about 5 points in the bull prediction game expensive? I put 5 points up. I think you're shaving an eyebrow. Sounds like
if you put 5 points up, Q will shave an eyebrow. Yeah,
yours, one of your eyebrows.
No, one of his.
Oh man, I thought Q was going to be down to no eyebrows, but he has one left after this week. I didn't agree to shaving any eyebrows, so your boy will continue to cover them with this hat, whether they're grown in or not. So I'm going to jump into my 2 pointers. I have Ohio State will have no turnovers on offense, so I think that goes counter to what Chris Drew's talking about. I think our Buckeyes are going to come out here and protect the ball, and I think that's going to be a point of emphasis by Ryan Day, even though that he wants to let it rip. I also think he's going to be in Kyle's ear, like, don't fucking lose this game for us.
That's definitely his MO in terms of motivation style.
I have G. Scott will have more receiving yards than Cade, and I don't know if this is more of a prediction or a prayer. Do you think that we see the emergence of G. Scott, because it seems like he's just been bubbling? We know him as a receiving threat. We know what he's able to do as a receiver. He was one of the top ranked receivers in the country coming into Ohio State, converts to tight end, and then becomes one of the best blockers on the team. And you know what's really funny about that, Chris? Remember back when Kevin Wilson told us that G. Scott has the best blocking technique out of any tight end in that room last year? Mm-hmm. And everybody laughed at him and was like, what the fuck does that mean? Is that a polite way to say that he's just not big enough to block people, but he knows how to do it? And everybody's like, yeah, he can't be serious. There's no way that G's the best blocker in that room. He must be, you know what I mean, mincing words to convey that he's getting there. He's developing. And here we are a year later talking about G. Scott as the best blocking tight end in that room. Is that something that you anticipated out of G this year?
Honestly, no, but it doesn't surprise me because I always thought Cade was a little bit of an overrated blocker. And right now in games like this, I know it's been fun to like give Cade the touches and scheme things open for Cade. But right now it's like this is where the rotation shortens and you want your best players out there. And it's not even up for discussion anymore. Like I won't have the debate. G. Scott is a better tight end than Cade Stover. Just period. That's just simply it. And if we can see that on film, I hope that the coaching staff at Ohio State can see it as well and know that in this game, it's time to like buckle up, put the weights in your pocket and go and play the best players. And he is most definitely the best player.
Put the weights in your pocket. I'm not familiar with that phrase. Can you explain that one to me?
No.
Like, what is this nigga talking about? Like, I'm like trying to wrap my brain. Like, in what scenario in life would it help you to have weights in your pocket unless you got stacks of money or gold bricks in your pocket?
put the weights in your pocket and let's go.
I wake up every morning, I put my pants on just like everyone else, and then I put 2 weights in my pockets.
Yeah, put the weights in your pocket and let's go to work.
Before you guys put your weights in your pockets and go to work, we got to do a little housekeeping. Make sure you smash that like button. There's 70 people in here. We appreciate you guys for spending your Friday morning with this goofiness. And especially if you don't even have your weights in your pockets yet this morning and you chose to be here with us. So go ahead and smash that like button. Let's see if we can get up to 50 likes on this video before we get out of here. The channel's almost at 5,000 subscribers too. So if you're not subbed to this channel, we are 65 people away from 5K. So if you like what you're seeing, if you're a fan of this content, go ahead and smash that like button. Also, if you like this content, make sure you download the Bleacher Report app and check out mine and Chris Drew's big prediction yesterday. I mean, we talked about why Ohio State is going to beat Notre Dame. And a lot of people have been asking for our game predictions, our score predictions. They want our takes, our analysis on the game. We did it in one place. We've kept it pretty lighthearted here on the channel. Haven't really dug into the X's and O's that much here on the Buckeye Roast. It's been a lot of Notre Dame hate week, big jokes. But as far as analysis, if you want it, it is in the Bleacher Report app. And then if you want a breakdown of last week's game with high quality content, this is my personal guarantee. If you watch Dog's Film Room last week's episode or this week's episode that comes out at 1 p.m. today, if you don't learn anything, put it on a timeline and tell me that you watched that film for 40 minutes and didn't learn something. I am willing to guarantee that you will learn something that you did not know about this team by watching Dog's Film Room dropping today at 1 p.m. So just a little housekeeping there. I want to jump back into the bold predictions, Christian, because this is another thing that we have to talk about. I have Jaden Ballard will be returning punts this week.
You're using your bold predictions as a prayer section.
It is. I'm trying. I'm sending hope, bro. How do you watch the film last week and see what JB was able to do on just that one punt and get more yards than Emeka has returning the entire season? And I don't even think that Emeka's a bad returner. I feel like at this point in his career, he's disinterested and he's making business decisions back there. He's not running with bad intentions. He's not looking to make a big play. He's back there to catch the ball, not fumble, and be healthy enough to run back out there on first down after the play. Do you think at any point this season we will see a change in philosophy with these special teams and see someone else returning punts? Because it seems like we are just waving the white flag as far as advancing field position any more than where the punt lands.
Bro, JB is so explosive, bro. Like so explosive and will outrun everything. So it's like with Emeka, it feels like he's kind of worried about that first hit. And then from there, really can't get it going. With JB, it was like, nigga, you better score this because you're not getting another touch this game. Like, this is it. And so for him, at least, I just seeing him back there should be the move. And I hope that you get your points for that bold prediction because I want bro back there.
Absolutely, man. Saying a prayer this weekend that our guy JB makes it onto the field. And then my last one. We watched bro yesterday, and I said his name more than I ever cared to. And I text Chris Drew after the Bleacher Report show, and I was like, I didn't go in too hard on bro. Like, I didn't cook him too much on the channel. I was like, I think I might have went overboard because I went in on the Rocco Spindler disrespect, bro. I just have never seen someone get physically dominated like that at the line of scrimmage ever. Like, I mean, I'm not the craziest of film junkies, but I watch a good bit of football, man. And I have never seen a right guard just get completely abused like that for 4 quarters. And like one of the things that was talked about in the space last night a lot was, oh, they're solid for 90% of the game, and then they're bad for 10%. And when they're bad, it's loud. And I'm like, no, that is factually incorrect. He is awful from snap 1 till the final whistle. That guy is terrible. And you know what makes it even funnier? The dude next to him is equally as bad. But 50 is just like so egregious with some of the things that he does that it hides how bad their center is. And we saw Mike Hall completely abuse that guy and put hands on him all game last year. And I just don't understand why they think with a worse right guard and the same center that Mike Hall will not have his way with this offensive line again this year.
Yeah, bro's a victim.
Absolutely.
Like, there's just no way around it. Like, bro is a victim, and I have one of my boldest takes are about the interior of our D line. But what was your last one?
My last one was Mike Hall has 2 sacks.
Okay.
So, yep, we're on to your 3-pointers. So let's see where you're at with it.
So I got Ohio State defensive tackles will have 3 sacks. I mean, we've had 5 sacks this year total?
No, 3.
3 sacks this year total. So I think our defensive tackles will do that themselves pretty honestly, probably late in the game because I do think we're going to be leading late in the game. And because of that, I think Sam Hartman and company will be forced to drop back even more. And I think when that happens, you're going to see. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it even got up to 4. But for the sake of the bold prediction, I put it at 3 just because that's the season total this year.
That's pretty solid. I mean, that's pretty bold. I'm looking at this next one, and I don't know. We might need to make this one a little bit more bold. But go ahead.
What you mean, Sam Hart? I got Kyle McCord throwing for more yards than Sam Hartman.
So I want to ask the chat right now. Number 1, is that bold enough? Let me know. And number 2, do you think Kyle McCord will throw for bro? again, I don't know, like, if you were hanging out with too many Notre Dame fans last night in that space, but you woke up a little oppy, bro.
A
Kyle
little
McCord,
oppy. A little
Kyle
oppy.
McCord, Kyle McCord interception, 3-pointers. You want 3 points for predicting that a Ryan Day quarterback's better than someone that they found out of a retirement home?
Bro, Sam Hartman led the entire country in air yards last year.
Sam Fartman. I'm really not hearing it. Why didn't he lead the country in draft position?
Because he's an old ass nigga. That just
So when
wasn't
he
happening.
was young, when he was a spry young fella like Kyle McCord, why didn't he get drafted then?
Because I don't know.
I'm just trying to understand, bro, what your fascination is with this old man, bro. Everybody's been hyping him up, bro, and he went to fucking high school with fucking Michael, the old Notre Dame fan, bro. They were in the same class.
Bro, he throws for a bunch of yards, bro. So if I think, like, I don't want to put you want to put a number on it, like 300, 350?
No, I want to know how many more yards that Kyle McCord throws.
How many more yards? All right, I'll say he throws for 30 more yards than Sam.
Over under 29 and a half more yards than Sam Hartman. Go ahead and let us know in the chat whether you're taking the over under there. Over under 29 and a half more yards than Sam Hartman.
We'll throw for 30 or more yards than Sam.
Bro, Go Jay in here said Sam Hartman has served 2 presidential terms. Right, bro? With the way he likes to have tenures, bro, his next move has to be Congress because it's the only thing that he can do longer than play fucking quarterback in college football.
Yeah, bro is definitely a Tressel recruit. But
so let's get on to my final 2 bold predictions. My 3-pointers. I think our guy Denzel Burke picks off your superhero Sam Hartman.
Super Sam?
Super Sam, bro. Chris Drew's going to open up the shirt on the college football pregame show tomorrow and have the big S on his chest for Sam Hartman. And then for my last one, this is a number that we have talked about, and I think this will be the main topic for the rest of the show. There's a number that we have discussed on the phone multiple times this week, and it has not moved. It's been the same number. We've been consistent with it. We think the magic number on Saturday is holding Notre Dame under 17 points. Mm-hmm. I have as my bold prediction that Notre Dame scores under 17 and a half points. Why do you believe that number is so crucial, and why do you think that that's the ideal mark to keep them under for the Buckeyes to get this victory?
Because what does that come out to? It means they're scoring like what, every third possession? And
yes,
and if you can do that, I mean, that's how you suffocate and squeeze teams, and then teams start pressing. When you're able to force multiple 3-and-outs to start the game, it gets in the opposing offensive coordinator's head. Like, they've got us figured out, like, we can't do this. We got to switch the game plan up. And when that happens, a lot of times you see kind of the lower scoring games. So I think they're able to squeeze them.
So Marcus Freeman's walking out of the tunnel on Saturday, and he has his master game plan in his hand. I asked Notre Dame fans to paint me the picture. I want you to paint me the picture that Marcus Freeman has in his head. What do you think Notre Dame's coaching staff, ideally playing to their strengths, if they want to come out, what is their perfect game plan, and what do you think their expectations are to get this dub on Saturday?
You want to load the box, heat up Kyle McCord, stop the run game on first and second down, and then try to squeeze Kyle when he tries to force the ball to Marv with Benjamin Morrison. Now, that's a lot of faith in Benjamin Morrison for 4 quarters to have him out there against Marv, probably with some safety help. And then that, like you said earlier, it would be up to Kyle McCord to go through full reads to find your Emecas and find your G. Scotts. But I think the game plan for Marcus Freeman and Al Golden is to force as many 3rd and longs as you can, because Ohio State this year has kind of struggled on 3rd down, and that's been well documented. And then on offense, take the air out of the ball. Like, I'm talking like just 2-3 first downs every time you are on offense. That way you're able to really shorten the game and then kind of cause Ryan Day to be tight when he calls plays because he doesn't know how many possessions he's going to get to score points. So I think that's the perfect world for Notre Dame. The issue is I don't think Notre Dame on offense is going to be able to score enough to execute that game plan. And I think if they try to take the air out of the ball, then they might end up, getting fucked because I don't think they're going to be able to run the ball with any kind of effectiveness for 4 quarters, if we're being kind of frank.
Absolutely. One of the things about that 17 and a half number, I just think they're not going to be able to hold the Buckeyes in the ways that they were in NC State. And what I mean by that is anyone that's watched this NC State game, the Notre Dame comes out on offense, 2-yard rush, tackle for loss, strip sack. Then they punt, or then they kick a field goal and then punt. So on their 4th possession, NC State has the ball and they're only down 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see Ohio State coming out and
Getting
not
blanked
putting up. Yes, exactly. Not feeding off the energy of a 3-and-out, not putting up scores after keeping them off the board that long. And I think if Notre Dame's offense stalls early and then they're behind the sticks and it has to turn into a Sam Hartman legacy game, I don't think that's going to go the way Notre Dame fans are hyping up their golden transfer. I don't think that that's the game they want. And also, we heard on the broadcast of the NC State game, they go, "Oh, another slow start for Sam Hartman against NC State." He holds the ball, like our guy, who's just said it here in the chat. AVI just said in the chat that he doesn't like Sam Hartman's game, and he sees one of the reasons why he takes a lot of sacks is, yes, he's had a bad offensive line at Wake Forest, and they have some struggles on the interior, but he holds the ball for a very long time, and I think that's going to cause problems.
He's got the athletic arrogance.
Absolutely. But one of the things that I feel where that's going to bite him in the ass is a lot of people probably think that they can do that against Ohio State because they haven't been able to get home and get sacks. But I feel like if we always talk about that 1 extra second from our defensive line, they just need 1 more second and they're getting home. They're getting the pressure, but they're not getting home. And that's been the story for the past 2 years. And I think the reason why they haven't been able to get home is because we've been so weak in the secondary. And I think this is one of the best secondaries probably since 2019.
Yeah, this is their best secondary since 19, for sure.
So I think they're going to be able to defend longer in the secondary and give them that 1 extra second to get home. And if we have a quarterback that's hesitant, double clutching the ball, or not willing to get rid of it, I think that could cause problems for them. And I mean, some of your bold predictions might hit as far as the D tackles going crazy because everyone keeps talking about Joe Alt this, Joe Alt that, and your edges aren't going to get there. That wasn't really the plan. I think our D tackles are going to run straight through the middle of that line and come fuck them up. So I think 17 is an important number to keep an eye on, and I think if the Buckeyes are able to keep them under 17, and I don't think that's the requirement to win, but I feel like that's the most ideal form of victory.
No, definitely heard that. We got Cyber Nerd throwing a super chat, nice little one about Hartman.
Holy shit, I didn't even see that. I was in there. I was in my bag just talking to myself. Big shout out to our guy Cyber Nerd. Hartman threw 26 interceptions, 21-22. He's due for a few on Saturday.
But you know what Notre Dame fans don't want to hear and drives them insane? A.T. Perry is better than every receiver they have in Notre Dame this year. Like people always talk about the talent. Like we got better receivers now. Nah, A.T. Perry clears all those boys.
Absolutely. I meant to ask them, like they talk so much shit about Lorenzo Styles being at Ohio State now. Like, did they make the right move there? It seems like they might miss Bro just a little bit.
Yeah, they should have put Bro at receiver, bro. I don't know what they were on. Just kept him there.
It doesn't make any sense, bro. I just like the idea that they're going to come in here with geriatric quarterback and then a bunch of freshman wide receivers and a converted running back and get this done. I just don't see it. And like I was trying to be humble through the early parts of the week. You know what I mean? Pate was hesitant. The line's only 3 last year. What was the line last year?
It was
17,
like 10.
10,
Oh yeah,
10?
I thought it was like 10.
It was something
double
crazy
digits,
last year. It was
yeah.
definitely double digits. And speaking of double digits, fun fact, Ohio State has beat Notre Dame by double digits in every matchup since 1995.
Mm.
So, I mean, if it were to be under single digits, it'd be the first time in 18 years? No
It would be.
mathematician here, but it's
Never
been
was a
some time.
mathematician. That math sounds good to me.
But man, there's 82 people in here.
I was
Smash
booming.
that like button, man. I appreciate you guys pulling up. Clearly, everyone's ready for hate week. Man, nah, we only got 38 likes. We need at least 12 more to get to 50. Let's run it up to 85. There's 85 people in here. If you dislike the show enough that you're not willing to like this video, man, tell us why in the chat, man. I want to know why you don't like this video.
I saw
But
a
man,
fascinating
go ahead.
question. I saw a fascinating question in the chat from my guy Brano, who I see everywhere. Shout out Brano. He said, "How do you know that this year's secondary is better than last year? Is it like are you just hoping so?" And then someone said it's production, and it was like production against bad teams. Well, I will say that this year's secondary is easily by far and away better than last year's secondary. And if you don't believe in the simple fact that they just have better players right now, then the fact of the matter is last year, even against the bad teams, Ohio State still had the PTSD plays against teams that were not very good. Like Arkansas State was getting off at times against the secondary, and they're not a very good team. Toledo at times was getting off against, whoever. Against our defense, and it was like, oh damn, like this doesn't look very good. Like there were moments like that that Ohio State fans got to take notice of. This year, there have not been moments of that. And Davison Igbinosun, I mean, was better than Cam Brown. Like there's really no way around it. Sonny Styles is better than Ronnie Hickman. There's no way around it. I mean, the loss of Tanner McAllister and kind of the replacement with either Sonny or Jordan Hancock is far better in coverage.
Bro, they could
This
have put a fucking
secondary is
lawn
far.
chair out there and that would have been an upgrade. It's literally the definition of addition by subtraction at the
Right.
nickel position.
I mean, just everywhere. So this secondary is far and away better, and honestly, it's a little bit naive to think, oh, they've only played bad teams. The secondary is probably the same as last year, when in reality, it's far better personnel, and I think that is pretty close to be proven at this point.
Absolutely. So, I mean, in summary, like the easiest way to describe what's the line that we always use. They have removed 3 undrafted players from their secondary
Get them
with
out of
3
there.
guys that are going to end up being drafted. Sonny Styles is getting drafted. David Igbinosun is going to get drafted. And Jordan Hancock, not this year, Q. I see you in the chat, because this is one of our biggest arguments that we've ever had on the show, was whether or not Jordan Hancock would be drafted after this season. And while I think Jordan Hancock will have an NFL career, I think it will be after one more year in Columbus, and I do not think he will depart for the NFL after this year. Let me get your opinion on that, Chris, before we get out of here.
Bro, I don't
Is
think
Jordan Hancock going to the league this year?
Bro, I don't think Jordan Hancock's there yet. I don't think Jordan Hancock's good enough to be a starter on a national championship caliber team. So no, I don't think he's good enough to get drafted. I mean, at this point, he might end up getting drafted based off athletic profile, but he's not there yet. Like it's pretty easy to say. I mean, honestly, Blue had my boy in a little bit of a blender, and if Blue wasn't just so angry that Ohio State moved on from him and didn't try to run him over, that's the only reason that fumble got forced, because Blue tried to run bro over. Jordan Hancock's not getting drafted. Jordan Hancock, not this year. He needs another year, though. And honestly, I truly think he's really an outside corner. I just don't think he's as good as Davison Igbinosun. And then I worry that, next year he won't get a chance to move outside, because there's this kid from Cincinnati that's a bad motherfucker, that's sticky, that covers everything, named Jermaine Matthews, that I think is going to fill in to that role. So really, I mean, for him, if he can prove that he's draftable as a nickel corner, cool. If not, I don't know, bro.
So how many weeks do you go through practice at the Woody with a guy like Jermaine Matthews on the roster? Obviously, Denzel Burke is balling out. Could be a day 1, day 2 pick after this year.
Denzel Burke's going to be a first-round draft pick.
Chris Drew said it right there. You heard it here first. Find that prop right now. Denzel Burke, first-round draft pick. Get that in. Denzel is balling out. Iggy's playing well. Jermaine, at some point, do you see him locking shit up in practice and be like, all right, we're not going to be able to get him on the field outside. but we got to start repping this dude at nickel because he has to be on the field at some point, and we need to find ways to get Jermaine on the field more. How many weeks into the season before they're having that conversation of, okay, we can't play him outside, but we got to get this kid reps?
Bro, he's so natural and fluid. Like, he's more of a natural corner to me than Davis Igbinosun. So I think, honestly, after this week, you start to see where you can get him on the field because, I mean, at some point, teams are going to spread you all the way out. And I'm not going to lie, bro. Like, I like Hancock, but he just didn't look the greatest against, when Western Kentucky went 4 wide. So if you feel like if when teams go 4 wide, he's your third best cover corner, you have to put him in the slot and let him work. I mean, the kid is that good. Like, I think he's kind of next in line. So, looking forward to that. I think probably after Notre Dame week, you start to get him reps, but you really won't play a team that will spread it out until maybe Penn State, in my opinion. Right? Because Penn State will go 3 or 4 wide every now and again, but like no one else on the schedule is really gonna test that.
Do we play Maryland before then?
Man, Maryland has Josh Gaddis as the offensive coordinator, so like they defend themselves. That's just like it's like I'm pretty sure he calls plays without socks on, bro. He just puts his regular shoes into his feet into
no,
shoes.
He has to call plays without socks on so he can count the downs.
Yeah, that's what bro is on. No, I mean, yeah, I guess Maryland. I mean, that is a good point. I mean, if we do, that would be a team that you would want to see. You want to see Jermaine Matthews against.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate you filling in all week for Q, man. It means the world to us for us to be able to keep the show going and Q able to get started. So again, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys wish Q good luck at his new job today, starting a new career. A big shout out to all our super chats, our guy Alpha Male, Michael from Notre Dame, and a big shout out to Cyber Nerd for the super chat here at the end of the show. Everybody wants score predictions. We gave score predictions on Bleacher Report. So if you missed that show yesterday, we did a complete breakdown of why we think Ohio State will beat them. So tune in on the Bleacher Report app, find that full stream. Me and Chris Drew, and we will be right back in here tomorrow for the college football pregame show, man. And the way I'm feeling, man, we got an Ohio State game. I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood to have guests. I'm interested in, I want to get your reaction live here on the show before we get out of here. Should we take calls tomorrow morning?
I'll be going to take a call or two. Call a nigga a fuck nigga on the radio.
So if you're interested in a call-in show tomorrow for the college football pregame show, we will be live here on the channel from 10 a.m. to 11:30 pregame, previewing this huge week in college football, probably one of the biggest weeks in college football all year. So make sure you tap in with us for the college football pregame show.
Wait, do you have Michigan? Do you have Michigan on upset alert?
I have. All right. I'm going to say this. I thought we were getting ready to get out of here.
You ski.
All 3 of the big 3. And when I say big 3, you know who the fuck I'm talking about. I'm not talking about no Florida shit. The real big 3 in the Big Ten. Michigan, Ohio State, and Penn State. I feel like all 3 are potentially on upset alert. I think my Buckeyes get the win, but all 3 of them are playing opponents that could take them down this week. And we're going to talk more about that tomorrow. We got a Rutgers fan that we might be able to get on the show to talk some shit to the Piss Skunks. But I think if Penn State wasn't playing in a whiteout on Saturday, I'd absolutely pick Iowa with the way they looked last week. I'm dead ass. I think all 3 teams could get tripped up if they're not on their P's and Q's on Saturday. So I don't want to be overly disrespectful when we're playing a ranked opponent and be like, you know who's going to fucking lose? Michigan and Penn State. Like, we're playing the best team. And I'm like, you know who I really want to talk about being on upset alert? The 2 other powers in our conference that are playing where it's competition, but not my Buckeyes. So no, I think all 3 of these teams are capable of losing on Saturday. So I feel like we have a jam-packed slate of games on Saturday.
Absolutely. No, I'm excited. I'm really excited.
So I know Chris Drew doesn't like to let the people know where you can find him. So I will let you guys know. If you want to see more Chris Drew today before you get more Chris Drew tomorrow, you can check out the Bleacher Report app and find him for his review. And you can also find You can also find him at noon today on Menace to Sports.
Hey, you know what I really need y'all to do, like deadass? I need you to go over to Bleacher Report and let a Notre Dame fan know they're an idiot because they were tripping on us.
Yeah, man. The Notre Dame fans were trying to pack us up. So you guys got to go in there and stir the pot. Make sure you find the video from yesterday and make sure that you pull up in the chat for the Menace Show at noon today.
It's live. It's a Super Chat Friday. It's a Mailbag Friday, and it's a full breakdown of the Notre Dame Ohio State game. So I'm really excited for that.
Big episode on Menace today, so make sure that you guys catch that. If you want to find me, you could find me at 2Ts on Twitter. That's 2_TEES. It's the same thing on Twitch. If you want to find me on TikTok, it is 2Shiesty. We have Dog's Film Room dropping after the Menace Show today here on the channel. So if you want to learn something about ball, make sure you check into that. College football pregame tomorrow. And then, of course, Sunday, the flagship Buckeye BS with me, Cam, Q, and Mike. And I always forget about this last thing. We are going to be doing 2 post-game shows this week.
Oh, that's right.
Two of them. Count it on your hands. 2. Me and Chris Drew will be on Bleacher Report for an instant reaction for the game. And then after that, I will be joining Mike and Q on Mark Rogers' Voice of College Football, the Ohio State channel, on Saturday to talk about the game. So all of you Notre Dame fans that have had so much to say to us, say that we're hiding. We will be live all over the place post-game. Make sure that you find us. We appreciate you tuning in to the Buckeye Roast and, of course, OH.